Texas and events affecting it did not happen in isolation. Sandwiched between the United States and the Republic of Mexico, events in both nations influenced events in Texas. Increasingly, events in Texas also shaped the course of their neighbors as well. Mexico was also undergoing significant changes. Porfirio Díaz was a national hero for a new generation of Mexicans. He had been a general under Benito Juárez and a hero of La Guerra de la Reforma, the War of the Reform, and the Cinco de Mayo Battle of Puebla. Juárez died in 1872, and 4 years later, Díaz seized power and declared a new policy of order and progress for his country. By 1884, many believed he had become a dictator. His decades of rule became known as the Porfiriato. After a half-century of civil wars and instability, Díaz rebuilt Mexico. He invited foreigners to invest in Mexican industries. His government established law and order in the nation, often by force. Díaz suppressed the political bickering that had plagued his country and centralized power in Mexico City. He also cultivated loyalty in the countryside by encouraging rich landowners, the hacendados, to manage and control the common workers, the pobre campesinos. The United States recognized this autocratic regime as the legitimate government of Mexico, ignoring news of abuses. Stability brought opportunity. European and American entrepreneurs and industrialists looked for ways to make money south of the Rio Grande. Texas served as the gateway. A new railroad stretched to Eagle Pass, and a new international bridge connected it to the Mexican Central Line. Another railroad connected Corpus Christi to Laredo and beyond, adding additional commercial ties between the countries. The new tracks effectively bypassed and isolated the lower Rio Grande Valley of Texas, changing the flow of goods farther north. Train travel from Mexico City all the way to New York became common by the end of the century. Telegraph lines connected the countries as well, with bilingual chatter passing along the line stretching across Texas. By 1900, the Mexican economy was blossoming. Mining in Mexico grew rapidly, fueled by foreign investment and rail connections. Copper, lead, iron, and coal came out of the ground in the northern Mexican states of Chihuahua, Sonora, Durango, Guanajuato, and Coahuila. The cities of Monterrey and Aguascalientes mushroomed from all the economic activity. Foreign-owned textile mills transformed cotton into clothing for Mexican workers. A new intellectual mood also swept across Mexico. Díaz recruited a group of well-educated men who became known as Los Científicos to help lead the nation. They introduced new, progressive ideas informed by scientific approaches to organizing Mexican society. The Díaz program of nationalism and capitalism would be paired with improved personal habits of average Mexicans. Díaz believed that good management of personal finances, along with hard work, personal and public hygiene, and the avoidance of liquor, would improve the nation one family at a time. These ideas were easier to implement in the cities. The countryside was another matter. To enforce these reforms in remote parts of Mexico, Presidente Diaz expanded a mobile police force somewhat resembling the Texas Rangers. Called rurales, these mounted troopers enforced national policies across the wide open stretches of Mexico. They also kept an eye on El Norte and the U.S. border to watch for troublemakers.